AITA for wanting to go no contact with my manipulative mother-in-law while I'm pregnant. So, I've been holding this in for a while, but I can't take it anymore. I, 27F, almost 28 weeks pregnant, am expecting my first baby with my fiancé, 29M. We're thrilled. We've been planning for this baby for a long time. But the one thing that's ruining my excitement? My future monster-in-law. To paint the picture, my fiancé has 3 sisters and a very close-knit family. At least that's what it looks like from the outside. His mom had him when she was only 16, and then had his sisters every 2 years after that. So by the time she could legally drink, she already had 4 kids. And, honestly, I think she mentally stopped maturing around that age. When I first met her, she seemed fun. Young at heart, talkative, always around. At first, I thought it was nice to have such a warm family, especially because my own family situation is complicated and distant. But pretty soon, I realized that what looked like closeness was really gossip, jealousy, manipulation, and emotional chaos disguised as love. They all talk about each other behind their backs. Every small disagreement becomes a family-wide scandal. Somehow, no matter what happens, the mom turns herself into the victim. And every single one of my fiancé's previous relationships? Destroyed by her meddling. I didn't understand how bad it was until I became the next target. The baby shower drama, my sister, who lives out of state, wanted to help plan my baby shower. She was so excited, her first time being an aunt. So, I asked my fiancé's mom, let's call her Linda, if my sister could help out. You would have thought I'd asked her to give up her firstborn. She immediately started saying things like, "You're being ungrateful. You're taking all the fun away from me. You're trying to control everything." Mind you, all I asked for was a fall theme and for it to be co-ed, because my fiancé wanted to invite his friends too. But apparently, that meant I was selfish and ruining her experience. She literally told my fiancé, "I know it's her first baby, but it's my first grandbaby. She's taking all the special moments away from me." Like, what does that even mean? She never reached out to my sister about any of the shower plans, even though I asked her to. At this point, I've stopped trying. My sister thinks she's nuts too, and we've both decided to just let whatever happens, happen. The cat incident. So, fast forward to last week. I had my glucose test done and had to give 8 tubes of blood for other labs. I was dizzy, nauseous, and just wanted to lay down. That same day, she texts me, "Hey, can you bring the cat and his stuff over tonight?" For context, we've been taking care of her cat for the last 6 months because she didn't want to pay the pet deposit or monthly fees at her new apartment. Now suddenly, she decides she wants the cat back and expects me, pregnant and sick, to drive across town to bring him to her. I politely said, "I'm not feeling great after my test today, but fiancé and I can bring him later when he gets home." She replied with her usual passive-aggressive attitude, something like, "Wow, okay." I guess I'll just wait. When we finally brought the cat that evening, she didn't say thank you. Didn't even ask how I was feeling until we'd been there 10 minutes. The next day, she starts blowing up my fiancé's phone, asking for the flea meds and scratching post we forgot to pack. Again, zero concern for how I'm feeling. Just complaining. The mother-in-love. Text. This morning, I wake up to 2 text messages from her. The first one says, "Oh, hey, mother-in-love. How are you? How's the baby doing? Oh, me and the baby are fine." The second says, "I just love these Sunday dinners." Both are passive-aggressive digs. The mother-in-love thing is something she says when she's pretending to be sweet, but it's always laced with sarcasm. And the Sunday dinner comment? Yeah, that's a jab too. When my fiancé and I bought our house, we agreed to have dinner with his family every Sunday. But she's skipped several without notice, including one I cooked for, and she didn't even bother to call or text that she wasn't coming. Yesterday, we hadn't heard from her all week, so we made pizza and binge-watched The Walking Dead. Apparently, that's an offense now. So those texts were clearly her way of saying, You're ignoring me, and I'm the victim again. Subscribe and stick around for more crazy stories.